Happy Friday, everybody. This is Kurt Berglund with APBA Hall of Fame set King of the Hill tournament action. And things are really tight in this tournament. It's a one and done, so you King of the Hill. So if you lose, you're done until your turn comes around again. 10 wins gets you into the World Series, not consecutive, but total. And today's matchup is the 61-80 Hall of Famers. The Hall of Famers and a couple of non-Hall of Famers from 1961 to 1980 will be playing the 1981 to the present National League Hall of Famers with a couple non-Hall of Famers in there as well. The rosters are 27 men. No DH is used. But we are playing injuries, and no position player can start in the same spot for 4 consecutive games. They can go 3, but not 4. 5-man starting rotations for all pitching staffs. Let's take a look at and today's starters are Don Sutton for the 61-80 Hall of Famers, and he'll be opposed by Tom Glavin for the 81 to the present National Leaguers. Let's take a look at the standings and get rolling some APBA Hall of Fame set baseball. All right, so as you can see here, we have a cluster at the top. We have a 3-way tie for first place. The 81 to the present American Leaguers have 3 wins. The 1921 to the 1940 Hall of Famers have 3 wins, and the Negro Leaguers have 3 wins. They're all tied for first. 1 game back in second place is the 81 to the present National Leaguers, the 41-60s, and the 61-80s. So they're all 1 win away from being tied for first and creating a 4-way tie, which is what's going to happen because after this game, either the 81 of the present National Leaguers or the 61-80s are going to have 3 wins. So one of those teams will not only be the King of the Hill, but will be tied for first place. Then, in third place, only 2 games out of first, is the 01-20s and the Not Yet Hall of Famers. They're bringing up the rear, but again, they're only 2 games out of first place. Those are your standings. So on the line in this game is a share of first place. And so one of these teams is going to do it. Let's go to the starting lineups. For the 61-80s, Joe Morgan leads off at second base. Roberto Clemente bats second in right field. Henry Aaron bats third in left field. Willie Mays bats fourth in center field. Mike Schmidt bats fifth at third base. Johnny Bench bats sixth and does the catching. Harmon Killebrew bats seventh and will play first base. Louis Aparicio bats eighth and will play shortstop. And on the mound, it's Don Sutton, an A pitcher with an XZ modifier for the 61-80 squad. For the 81 to the present National Leaguers, Tim Raines leads off in left field. Tony Gwynn bats second in center field. Barry Bonds bats third in right field. Mike Piazza bats fourth behind the plate. Gary Sheffield bats fifth at third base. Ryan Sandberg bats sixth at second base. Keith Hernandez bats seventh. He'll play first. And Ozzie Smith bats eighth. He'll play shortstop. On the mound for the 81 to the present National Leaguers is Tom Glavin. He's a B pitcher with a Y modifier. All right. Both of these teams are fielding 1 defense. I'm reading these with the blue die first, in case you are following along on your APBA boards at home. All right, Joe Morgan leads off, and he will he will ground out to Sandberg, who flips to Keith Hernandez, and there's 1 out in the top of the first. We're underway. Now it's Roberto Clemente against Glavin. Hey, struck him out. There's one down, and Glavin's first strikeout. And now it's Hank Aaron. 2 outs, nobody aboard for the hammer. This is hit high, but not deep to left field. Tim Raines under it, and he puts it away for out number 1. It's a 1-2-3 first for Tom Glavin. Here comes Don Sutton. Reading articles this week, getting ready for the game, comparing Sutton to Blyleven. Maybe you want to weigh in on that one. Different folks thinking Blyleven's better. Different folks thinking Sutton was better. Type something up in the comments if you got an opinion on that one. I'd be interested to see what you think. Raines leads off for the 81 to the present National Leaguers. This is a 32, and that ball is grounded to Joe Morgan. He gloves it and flips to Killebrew, and there's one man out in the first. Now it's Gwynn. Tony Gwynn hits it to center, but not deep. Here comes Mays, and there's 2 outs. And Barry Bonds. Sutton winds and delivers to Bonds, and that's ball 4. Ball 4, Bonds takes his base. 2 outs, a man aboard. Piazza coming up. Sutton the stretch. The pitch home. Grounded to Killebrew. He's going to flip to Sutton covering, and that's going to retire the 81 to the present National Leaguers. So we have no score after 1 inning. Mays, Schmidt, and Bench coming up for the 61-80s. The pitch, and that's drilled by Willie, and that's going to get past Killebrew and rattle around. Past Hernandez, get down, rattle around in the corner, and Barry Bonds is going to have to go get it. Mays has a leadoff double. Schmidt at the plate. Glavin the stretch. The pitch to Mike. Hey, struck him out. That's number 2. Schmidt's had a hard time in this tournament. Bench has not had a hard time in this tournament. The pitch to him is ball 4. So first base open, they let Bench take it. 2 on with 1 out, and the double play set up for Killebrew. Or a 3-run homer set up for Killebrew. And that will be neither. That's grounded to Schmidt. That's grounded to Sheffield. Gary's got it and fires to Hernandez, and that retires Killebrew, but the runners move up. Mays now to third, Bench to second, Aparicio up, and Sutton on deck. Glavin the stretch, the pitch to Little Louie. Hey, struck him out. The third for Glavin, and the 61-80s are turned away in the second inning. No score after 1.5. Sutton will face Sheffield, Sandberg, and Hernandez in the second inning. And this is driven to left and deep. Aaron's going to take a few steps, but he's just going to watch it go. Sheffield gives him a 1-0 lead with a long dong to left. Sandberg up now. This is grounded to Aparicio. Louis gloves it and throws to Killebrew for the first out. Hernandez up. Hit to left, but not deep. Under it is Aaron, and that's 2 down. And now Ozzie Smith with Glavin on deck. Pitch to Ozzie. Hey, struck him out. That's Sutton's first strikeout, but the 81 to the present National Leaguers take a 1-0 lead on a Gary Sheffield home run. We go to the third, and they're up 1-0. For the 61-80s, it'll be Sutton, and then the top of the order with Morgan and then Clemente in the third inning. Pitch to Don is strike 3 swinging. 4th strikeout for Glav. Oh, no, I'm wrong. He's a Y, not an X. So that is a ground ball to Sandberg, who's up with it and throws out Sutton. 1 down. Now it's Morgan. To left, toward the line is Raines, and he's got it for 2 down. And now Clemente, 0 for 1 for Roberto. Base hit right field for Clemente. We got a runner on with 2 outs for Aaron. Hank, 0 for 1. And this is ripped past Hernandez. Is going to get down into the corner. Bonds has to go get it. Clemente is flying around third. He's going to score without a throw, and Aaron has a double. 1-1 on the Aaron RBI double, bringing home Clemente. Glavin to the stretch. The pitch to Mays. Base hit just over Sandberg's glove. Aaron around third. He's going to score. It's 2-1, 61-80s. Glavin unraveling a little bit here in the third. Schmidt coming to the plate. Mays at first. 2 outs. The pitch to Schmidt. Popped it up. Sheffield under it in fair territory, and he puts it away for out number 3. But the 61-80s scored 2 on 3 hits and lead 2-1 after 2.5 innings. Sutton in the third will face Glavin with his brand new lead. Sutton will face Glavin, then the top of the order with Raines, and then Gwynn. Pitch to Glavin is strike 3 swinging. Sutton's second strikeout and 1 gone in the third. Now it's Raines. Pitch to Tim is a base hit. Center field. Raines is aboard. They may put a play on here with Gwynn. Bonds is on deck. Bonds is on deck. Sutton the stretch. Checks Raines. The pitch home. There goes Tim. And bench. Gwynn misses the pitch. Gwynn misses the pitch. Bench's throw down to Aparicio is in time to get Raines on the attempted steal. 2 gone now. Gwynn still at the plate. And Tourney hits. No, he doesn't. He strikes out on a Sutton bender. 3 strikeouts for Sutton now. We've played 3 complete. It's 2-1, 61-80s over the National League. 81 to the present Hall of Famers. In the fourth, it's Bench, Killebrew, and Aparicio. Johnny hits this one high but not deep to Gwynn, who puts it away for out number 1. Now Killebrew 0 for 1. Harmon hits this ball to Hernandez at first. He's going to take it himself, and there's 2 gone. And now it's Aparicio. Nobody aboard. For Louis, he hits it to left. It's a blooper, and Raines is going to get there, and that will retire the 61-80s in the fourth. We've played 3.5, and they're up. 61-80s are up 2-1. But the meat of the order is coming up for these National Leaguers. Bonds, Piazza, and Sheffield. 3, 4, 5. Sutton's pitch to Bonds is strike 3 swinging. 4 strikeouts for Sutton. Now it's Piazza 0 for 1. Pitch to Mike, hit to right. Clemente is under it and takes it for out number 2. And now Sheffield hit the home run in the second. And he walks here in the 4th. 2-out walk. He's at first. Sandberg coming up. Sutton the stretch. The pitch to Ryan. Hey, struck him out. That's number 5 for Sutton. And it ends the 4th inning. We've played 4 complete. It's 2-1, 61-80s. For the 61-80s in their 5th, it's Sutton, and then the top of the order with Morgan and then Clemente coming up. Don is 0 for 1. He hits this one to center, but weakly. Here comes Gwynn, and he's got it for out number 1. Now it's Morgan. Joe 0 for 2. The pitch. Base hit for Morgan over short. It's a single, and he's on to make trouble. Piazza getting the signs from the dugout on how they want to defense this. Clemente's up 1 for 2. Morgan at first. Glavin the stretch. The pitch home. There goes Morgan. And there is a base hit to right center field. It drops in front of Bonds. Morgan gets to third without a problem. 61-80s at the corners with 1 out. Now the bullpen's going to start. Smoltz and Franco, double-barreled action. Glavin in a jam. The infield is going to play back for Aaron. Hank is 1 for 2 with a ribby and a run scored. The pitch is, oh man, this is hit to left field, and it's going to split. Raines and Gwynn get to the wall. Morgan will score. Clemente will score. Aaron slides into third with a triple. It's 4-1, 61-80s in the top of the 5th. Aaron single-handedly dismantling Tom Glavin. Mays is 2 for 2. The infield now is going to move in. It's 4-1. 1 man out. Mays at the plate. Infield is in. Aaron at third. Glavin the stretch. And the pitch. Base hit left field. That's going to bring home Aaron with the 5th run. Mays trying for second. Raines' throw to Sandberg is in time. And that will retire Mays as he tries to get into scoring position. There's 2 outs now for Schmidt. Nobody aboard, so Glavin keeps going. The pitch to Schmidt is ball 4. Bench up now. And that's going to do it. That's going to do it for Glavin. Bobby Cox wants Smoltz, and he's coming out to take the ball from Glavin. He's bringing Biggio with him. So we're going to see a double switch here. Biggio coming on. He'll bat 9th. And the new pitcher will be John Smoltz. John Smoltz is a B pitcher with an XZ modifier. And he's right-handed, so facing bench, he's going to get a letter grade bump to an A. Schmidt's at first, 2 men out. 3 runs in, 5-2, 61-80s. The pitch to Johnny, 5-1, 61-80s, sorry. And that's ball 2. Ball 2 to bench. He's ahead in the count. The pitch to Johnny is strike 3 swinging. And the slider gets him, so that's Smoltz's first strikeout. The 6180s score 3 on 4 hits. They leave 1. And after 4.5, we're halfway through, and they are leading 5-1 with Sutton on cruise control. Sutton's only allowed 2 hits. He will face Hernandez, Ozzie Smith, and Craig Biggio in the 5th inning. Pitch to Keith. Ground ball. Aparicio. Louis gloves it and throws to Killebrew for out number 1. Now it's Ozzie. Ozzie's 0 for 1. He walked him. Runner on for Biggio. Infield set up for 2. Pitch from Sutton. Hey, he struck him out. That's number 6 for Sutton. 2 outs in the 5th. Now it's Raines. 1 for 2 for Timmy. The pitch. And there goes Ozzie. The throw from bench down to Morgan is in time, and they shoot down Ozzie Smith trying to steal a base. And that closes out the 5th inning. So we go to the 6th. It's 5-1, 61-80. Smoltz back out to face Killebrew, Aparicio, and Sutton, the bottom 3rd of the order. The pitch. This one is grounded to Biggio, and he throws to Hernandez for out number 1. Now it's Aparicio for 2. Louis hits it to center field. Gwynn coming on, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. And now Sutton. Smoltz winds and pitches to Don. Hey, struck him out. That's Smoltz's second strikeout. We've played 5.5. It's 5-1, 61-80s. 81 of the present National Leaguers have some work to do. Top of the order coming. Raines, Gwynn, and Bonds coming up. Good way to do it. With those gentlemen, pitch from Sutton is strike 3 swinging, where he gets Raines on a bender. 7 Ks for Sutton. Now it's Gwynn. 0 for 2 for Tourney. He walks him. Now it's Bonds. Bonds is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout on his ledger. Sutton the stretch. Pitch to Barry is ball 2. He's ahead in the count now. Pitch. This one grounded to Morgan. He goes to Aparicio for 1. The relay to Killebrew, not in time. Barry Bonds beats the wrap at first base. There's 2 outs in the 6th, and now it's Piazza. Sutton the stretch. The pitch to Mike. Chopped on the infield. Off Sutton's glove. Rolls toward Aparicio. He bare hands. He throws to Killebrew. Everybody's going to be safe. 2 on with 2 outs for Sheffield. Homered in the 2nd for the only run for this team. The pitch. Ball 2. Sheff's ahead. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball 4. The bases dripping with 81 to the present National Leaguers. Smoltz due. We're going to see a pinch hitter. This is a chance for these boys to get back in the game, and they're sending Larry Walker to the plate. Walker pinch hitting with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the 6th. Franco is throwing in the bullpen. Sutton, the stretch. A pitch home to Walker. High but not deep to Clemente. He's toward the line, and he's going to make the catch for out number 3. The 81 to the present National Leaguers leave them loaded. After 6, it's 5-1, 61-80s. The new pitcher, John Franco. Franco is an A pitcher, lefty, of course, with a Y modifier. He's going to face Morgan, and then Clemente, and then Aaron. The bullpen is going with Lee Smith throwing. And Morgan 1 for 3 with a run scored. The pitch to him. He walked him, and he's on with nobody out. Clemente coming to the plate, 2 for 3, a pair of runs scored. Franco, the stretch, the pitch home. There goes Morgan. He missed the pitch. Clemente misses the pitch. The throwdown from Piazza to Biggio is in time. They get Morgan on the attempted steal. 1 out now. Clemente hits it to right. Toward the line is Barry Bonds, and he's got it for out number 2. Now it's Aaron, 2 for 3. 3 ribbies, 2 runs scored. A double and a triple on his day. This is popped up. Sheffield on the infield dirt is going to take it for out number 3. And it's time to stretch them out with a 5-1 lead for the 6180s. If they win, or whoever wins, will have 3 wins and be in a 4-way tie for first place in the King of the Hill tournament with the APBA Hall of Fame set. Bottom third of the order, Hernandez, Smith, and Biggio coming up. Pitch to Keith is grounded to Aparicio. Louis got it and throws to Killebrew for out number 1. Now it's Ozzie. Popped it up. This is Schmidt on the infield grass. Takes it for out number 2. And now Biggio. Sutton winds and deals. This is to center field. Coming on is Mays. And he makes the catch for out number 3. We've played 7 complete. And it's 5-1, 61-80s. Franco out for inning number 2. He's got Mays, Schmidt, and bench with Lee Smith throwing behind him. Mays is 3 for 3 with a pair of ribbies. Pop to left, Rains toward the line. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Now it's Schmidt. Popped up. Sheffield on the infield dirt. Makes the catch for out number 2, and bench 0 for 2 today. Grounds this one to Sheffield. Gary gloves it and throws to Hernandez, and that retires the 6180s in the 8th inning. We played 7.5. 5-1, 6180s, and Sutton had 1 bad inning, but he's pretty much in control. He's retired 4 in a row now. Rains, Gwynn, and Bonds coming up. For the 6180s in the bullpen, Eckersley and Gossage are throwing. Rains to lead off, 1 for 3. The pitch to Tim from Sutton is a base hit. Left field. He's on. Gwynn comes up. Sutton the stretch. The pitch home. There goes Raines. Gwynn takes a strike. The throw down from bench to Aparicio is not in time, and Raines steals second base. Gets him out of the double play situation. 0 for 2 for Gwynn. He's down in the count, 0-1. The pitch. Hit to right. Clemente under it. Raines tagging. Clemente makes the catch. Raines coming to third. The throw from Clemente is cut off. Raines is at third with 1 out. Bonds at the plate. That's going to do it for Sutton. Here comes Bobby Cox. And it's going to be... Who's it going to be? It's going to be Gossage. To face Bonds. Give you Sutton's numbers on the day. 7 1/3 innings for Don. He allowed 3 hits, but he walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 batters. Struck out 7. Threw a ton of pitches. He's allowed 1 run so far, but Raines is his responsibility on third base, and he's in line for the win. He gave up 1 home run ball, 1 gopher ball to Sheffield. Bonds at the plate is 0 for 2 with a walk. Gossage looking for the K. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. He got the K. 2 gone now in the 8th, and Piazza coming up 1 for 3. Gossage throwing heat. The pitch to Mike. He got a piece of it. It's going out to Clemente, but that is going to retire the side in the 8th. The 81 of the present National Leaguers get a runner to third with 1 out and do not score. We go to the 9th. 5-1, 61/80s. We have a new pitcher. For the 61/80s, it's Lee Smith, speaking of heat. And he'll face the bottom third of the order, Killebrew, Aparicio, and Gossage if he bats. In the bullpen is Dennis Eckersley. Killebrew 0 for 3. The pitch from Smith. Ground ball Hernandez. He's going to take it himself. And that's out number 1. Smith is an A pitcher with an XY modifier. Aparicio up there now, 0 for 3. The pitch from Smith. Hit to right. Under it is Bonds, and that's 2 outs. And now, going to be a pinch hitter for Gossage. Reggie Jackson coming to the plate to face Smith. They're going for the bomb. New pitcher will be Eckersley in the 9th. Tell you about him in just a minute. Jackson up, 2 outs, nobody on. Smith winds and delivers to Reggie, and it's hit to left. Raines toward the line. Raines will get there, and that retires the 61/80s in inning number 9. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 5-1, 61/80s. Dennis Eckersley on to finish it. No save opportunity, 4-run lead for the 61/80s. He's an A pitcher in relief with an XZ modifier. He'll face Sheffield, a pinch hitter for Smith, and then Hernandez maybe. Sheff is 1 for 1 with a pair of walks. The pitch from Eckersley. Hey, struck him out. One gone in the bottom of the ninth. Coming up to bat for Lee Smith is Chipper Jones. One out, nobody on. Eckersley winds and delivers, and it's a hanger. It's a hanger to Chipper, and he drills it to right center field. It's going to split Mays and Clemente and get all the way to the wall. Chipper stops at second with a double. 5-1 lead. Doesn't want to make it out. On the bases, Hernandez will bat. He's 0 for 3, facing Eckersley. Dennis to the stretch, checks Chipper. He's not going anywhere. The pitch home to Hernandez is grounded to Aparicio's left. Louis gloves it. Chipper takes off for third, and Aparicio throws to Killebrew to get the out. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth now with Jones at third base, and Ozzie Smith is due. He will not bat. Coming up will be Sammy Sosa. Sosa will pinch hit for Smith. Biggio is on deck. Eckersley, the stretch, looks at Jones. The pitch home to Sammy. And this is grounded to Aparicio. Louis gloves it. Plants and throws to Killebrew. And the 6180s win it 5-1. Give you the line scores. And the winning pitcher will be Don Sutton. No save in the game. The losing pitcher, Tom Glavin. For the 6180s, they scored 5 runs on 8 hits, and they committed no errors. The 81 to the present National Leaguers scored 1 run on 4 hits, and they committed no errors. So, the standings have even more amazingly gotten tighter. With the win, the 6180s now have 3 wins, and they are in a 4-way tie for first place. The 81 to the present American Leaguers, the 2140s, the 6180s, and the Negro Leaguers are all in a 4-way tie for first place with 3 wins. In second place, 81 to the present National Leaguers, 41 to 60s with 2 wins, 1 game back. The next game for the 6180s will be to play the 4160s, and they'll either go into a first place all by themselves with 4 wins, or the 4160s, if they win, will create a 5-way tie for first place. So things are very tight in the APBA Hall of Fame set King of the Hill tournament. Hope you'll join me for the next one. Please subscribe to my channel. I need your subscriptions. Thank you so much, and don't forget to weigh in on the Sutton versus Glavin debate. I need your help with that one. I'm not sure what I think. Thanks again. Hope you have a good night. So long, everybody.